Good morning, children. With the continuation of our topic, concentration of solution, we will come to a next small topic, that is molarity. Okay, we have studied molarity, normality, and other points we have already gone through. Now today we are going to study about molarity. This molarity is expressed in small m. This is expressed with small m. Now what is molality? There is a very slight difference between molarity and molality. Okay. Now what is molality? It is the number of moles of the solute that we have discussed earlier also. What is the number of moles? Number of moles of solute that is dissolved in the solvent. That is 1 kg of solvent. These two things you have to keep it in mind. In molarity it was in liters and that too in solution. But in molality, it is in kg, okay, and we have to express it in kg, and that too we have to take the solvent, not the solution. This is the difference between molarity and molality. Now here you see, if suppose a gram of solute, that is dissolved in b gram of solvent. You talk like it is water or any other solvent that is there. So molality will be A, it is the grams of solute dissolved divided by its molar mass. Molar mass of that solute whatever we are taking into 1000 by B. This is all expressed in grams and kg. I have taken another example to make you understand the concept. 1.325 grams of anhydrous sodium carbonate. This is the example with sodium carbonates. If we take 1.325 grams of sodium carbonate, that is whose molecular mass, molar mass of sodium carbonate is 106. It is dissolved in 250 ml of water. If it is dissolved in 250 ml of water, then what will be its molality? Molality will be weight of a substance in gram by its molar mass. That is 1.325 gram divided by 106, its molar mass, into 1000 by 250. In this way you will get the answer 0.05 moles per kg. That means you have to see the content here, that means the solute that is dissolved in the solvent, that has to be expressed, and this is the way you can solve the molality numericals. Now we will study our next topic in this is the mole fraction. After molality, we will come to the next way of expressing the concentration of solution is mole fraction. From the word itself, it is very clear that what we are talking about. We are talking about mole fraction, fraction of moles that is present in a mixture. You know that you are preparing the solution by putting solute and solvent. Okay, so in this, when we talk about mole fraction, we will talk about either for the solute or for the solvent, both we can express it. So in this suppose example is N1 and N2 are the number of moles of solute. N1 is the number of moles of solute and N2 is the number of moles of solvent that is present in the solution. So to express the mole fraction, we use the term x, small x. Okay, now expressing the finding out the mole fraction, x1 means we are talking about the solute, as N1 is the number of moles of solute. So finding out the mole fraction of solute, we express it by x1. This x1 is equal to N1, that is the number of moles of the solute, divided by N1 plus N2, because in a solution both N1 and N2 both are there. So total number of moles that are present in a solution. Similarly, if we want to find out the mole fraction of the solvent alone, so that will be x2, because we have taken N2 as number of moles of solvent is N2. So mole fraction of N2, that is solvent, will be N2 by N1 plus N2. In both the cases you will see it is divided by the total number of moles that is present in the solution. Similarly, if Ni represent for an unlimited number or as many number of constituents or as many number of solutes that is dissolved in a given solvent, so number is not very fixed. In that way, each of the constituents mole fraction can be found out by this Xi will be there. Both can find out Ni First we will talk about one fraction. So Ni will be n1 plus n2 plus n3 up till Ni. Means total number will be added and then in the denominator part where you will find out the number of mole fraction. Okay, in this way, this mole fraction, that is the fraction of the mole that is present in the given solution, can be found out. This is another way of expressing the concentration of solution. Like mole fraction, this another term you can use, we will come across, is a mass fraction. This is just similar to that of mole fraction. The only difference is that this is expressed in the form of a mass, that is gram or something, weight you have to consider. In this also, suppose XA and XB, here you are taking, I have changed this mole fraction. Instead of mole fraction, now I am expressing the mass fraction. This is the mass fraction of the component A, this is the mass fraction of component B. So how to find out this component? XA is equal to, here WA, and in here also WA and WB are the two mass of the two constituents that is present in the solution. So mole mass fraction of constituent A will be WA by WA plus WB. In this, the similar to the mole fraction, but only difference is that this is expressed in terms of mass, and in mole fraction it must expressed in terms of moles. And here similarly XB, if you have to find out the mass fraction of the component B in the mixed solution. So that will be equal to WB by WA plus WB. So this is just similar to that of mole fraction. Only difference is that of the presence of mass we are talking about. And so you have understood the difference between mole fraction and mass fraction. The last topic that you have to see under this concentration of solution is parts per million. Parts per million, as it says, per million 1 part. Parts per million 1 million. What is the part that is present in it is known as parts million. Or in another simple language we can say that in 1 millionth part of the solution, only very small part of solute is added to it. Large amount of solution, small part of solute is added to it. Okay, so this is the mass of the solute that is present in millionth of the parts by mass of the solution. Okay, both that can be expressed in mass and can also be expressed in volume, depends upon for what we are finding it out. Now that's that suppose there is a solute A, small one solute A is there. So what will be its parts per million? The mass of the A divided by mass of the solution into 10 raised to 6. This is the formula by which you can find out parts per million of the constituent that is present in it. This parts per million can be referred to finding out the pollution in the atmosphere or the presence of different type of gases in the poisonous gases that is present in the solution. And we have already discussed our parts per million content related to the fluoride ion that is present in our toothpaste. As soon as the parts per million increase only by 1 point also can lead to a different content or some property changes, and so that is why this part per million is very important to understand the concentration of the solution. So children, in this way we have completed our concentration of solution. Now using these formulas which we have come across or gone through, we will be solving various numericals related to molarity, molality, normality, parts per million, finding out the mole fraction, etc. etc. Okay, so we will, after undergoing this video and after completing this parts of, you can say, the concentration of the solution, we will be doing various types of numericals.